Welcome back, sports fans. I'm Mark Lowe, and this is your Thursday Sports Report. Starting out today, we've talked about it all week long, and the day is almost here. Our volleyball team's final home games of the regular season are 1 day away. The Lady Broncos opened the weekend with the second meeting between them and Missouri Western, where in the first meeting we saw the Lady Broncos get a narrow win over the Griffins 3-2. UCentral's Ray Robinson and myself spoke with some of the players ahead of the final home games to get their thoughts on the end of the regular season.
Just all out, just give it everything we have. Obviously we've prepared for these games. The whole season has really kind of ended up, we've been in a great spot in the MIAA, and we're just continuing to push through, and I think our preparation is what's going to carry us through this weekend.
I do think it's high emotion right now, but I think it's like fired up emotion. We're not tense, we're not scared or anything. Hopefully it's not our last two. We still have the conference tournament. We've secured our spot in. And hopefully more after that with the national tournament. But yeah, we're just fired up. We're excited to end on a high note and show everybody what we got.
We also asked Lindsay and Jaden to describe this Lady Bronco team in one word headed into the playoffs. Here's what they had to say.
Gritty. I would say, like, we've played from behind a lot and we've come back and won, and that's been something where grit, that's how it happens. Just all out defense, all out effort, all out energy all the time, all the way till that very last point, and that's been something that's really helped us throughout the year.
Heart.
Why heart?
Every day, whether we're in the weight room, whether we're in study hall, we have so much heart in everything that we do. We know what we want and we're willing to put in the work to get there. We put in so much extra work off the court, and we take care of things in the classroom. It's a big part of UCO volleyball culture, is handling our academics as well, and we're just fired up to get on the court and end on a high note.
The MLB season has been wrapped up for over a week now, but one big star is giving back to his home country in a big way. Los Angeles Angels left-hand pitcher and arguably the biggest name in Major League Baseball right now this offseason is Shohei Ohtani announced on his Instagram earlier today that he will be donating 60,000 U-size gloves to every elementary school in Japan. That comes out to roughly 20,000 elementary schools receiving gloves. Ohtani hopes that by doing this, quote, kids can spend their days happily with a lot of energy through baseball. It's safe to say that whichever team picks up Ohtani this offseason is getting not only a big player on the field, but an even bigger community member. The Thunder are on a hot streak and are set to make a road trip to the West this weekend, starting in Sacramento. But before we get into a game recap of last night's match, let's take a look into the injury report for the game ahead. On the injury report for the Thunder is Kenrich Williams, who is still listed as out due to a back injury. And on the Sacramento side, De'Arion Fox and Trey Lyles are both listed as questionable for tomorrow night's game. Fox is battling an ankle injury and Lyles is still dealing with a calf injury. The Oklahoma City Thunder wrapped up their 6-game homestand last night with a 128-120 win over the Cleveland Cavs. It was a very efficient night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who scored a season-high 43 points on 68% shooting. He also added 7 rebounds and 6 assists, but it was the defense that stood out. OKC forced 20 turnovers and held Donovan Mitchell, who entered as the NBA's leading scorer at 32.5 points per game, to just 20 points on 8 for 23 shooting. The Thunder held a 13-point lead at the half, but the Cleveland Cavs managed to cut the lead to just 4 points with 4 minutes to go. OKC then scored on 4 straight possessions to put it out of reach. Evan Mobley led the way for the Cavaliers with 22 points, and Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams both tacked on 15 points for the Thunder. OKC returns to action on Friday night in California when they take on the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are currently 9th in the Western Conference and are coming off a win against the Portland Trail Blazers. Miracle, CJ, the Thunder are on a 2-game win streak. You think they can keep it going over in California?
Yeah, I absolutely do think that the Thunder can continue to win. A lot of guys have been stepping up. Lou Dort's been stepping up. Both of Jalen Williams has been stepping up. I think we have a very good shot at having a very good run here.
I think we have a great shot. I think people are underestimating our team and how great our players really are.
For sure, for sure.